Hey, Tom here, FlipAnything USA. So today, I thought talk about, not every area crashes at the same rate at the same time. We're all affected by the interest rates, but there's different, driving forces that may, have one area may have an advantage over another. And one of those I can tell you that I've quickly identified and is no tax states. A lot of people are bailing out of California as fast as they can. They got a $20 billion deficit, I think. Unfunded mandates. They got a mess there, and the businesses and people that are there don't want to get stuck with it. So many of those are going to other states that are more, taxpayer friendly, let's say. Those are Florida, Vegas, or Nevada, I should say, and Texas, of course. And, so even though I've seen a very hard hit, even locally, in all of those markets, on housing, the commercial, not quite as much. And the reason I think that is there's just a lot of 1031 money running around. And with that 1031 money, you've got people that are just simply, they may have assets they deferred 20, 30 years ago, kind of like Ben Malla was talking about the other day. It's one of the struggles he's having right now. He can't necessarily liquidate and get cash and pay down debt because of the, he may be at a zero basis like I am on some of my assets, that if you liquidate them and if you don't roll them into something new, then you then you pay the maximum taxable amount you're going to pay on them. And then the alternative to that is, of course, you can have an asset completely paid for, but the money's costing you on average about 4% more to take the equity out of a property today than it would have been, say even 14, 15 months ago, maybe. So it's a real dilemma. But what's frustrating is all this 1031 money coming in, and people still buying stuff with a 5 cap, 6 cap. I mean, it's going away. And in fact, I've got my eyes on some things that are actually pretty decent. And I'm starting to see the weakness. I'm starting to see the reality coming home for a lot of these people. The adjustable rates. Look, like Ben Malla said, is that what I estimated based on what he was talking about, if he's got roughly $150 million that's gone up, 4%, that's $6 million a year, $500,000 a month to service that debt more than what it was previously costing. That's not the end of it. That's just, it's almost double basically from what it was. So these are the things that's going on. But you know what? You can always make money. I've got multiple students that are in deals right now that they're buying. I hope to be in one soon myself. We'll see how that pans out. But I've got students that are buying commercial properties that at a very good deal, and a couple houses that look really, really good. In other words, far less. They're going to resell them for less than they could have sold them last year, but they're still buying them far enough under market that there's still plenty of room to make some money. So that's the beauty of real estate, is you basically have a never-ending inventory out there, and it's never-ending. It's like certain businesses, that make products, people say, well, at what point do you get to saturation? Well, everybody has your product. Well, never, because there's always a new person born, right, every minute, and it doesn't matter if you sell whatever, machinery or cars or whatever. The cars age, the products get old, they become obsolete in some cases, but the bottom line is there's new people that are replacing old people to do those jobs that need the equipment, I used a cabinet maker when I was younger, and I owned that cabinet shop for 10 years. But by the time I was 27, I made my first million. I didn't need a cabinet shop anymore. I was rich from real estate and just continued to grow from there. But I love equipment. I love equipment, and it's just amazing. I have in the back of this little Porsche, I have an electronic nail gun that'll set an 1.5-inch nail, and multiple saws and grinders, and in fact the thieves that stole about $50,000 worth of copper off my building, roughly $35,000, cost me $50. But they did it with portable tools, and that stuff happens. So anyways, I just wanted to tell you guys, listen, some of you are frustrated because the deals aren't coming. You're not seeing, there's frustration everywhere. Not as many buyers out there. There's maybe not as many good deals as you'd hope to see. Even though the prices are a lot less than they were, they're not a good deal today. But it's that discipline. You got to maintain that discipline. If you don't keep your standards high, you'll always be able to buy something, but you're likely going to put yourself in an upside down position. So listen, I've got a live webinar this Thursday, 7 p.m. Be sure to get into it. FlipAnythingUSA.com. Up in the right-hand corner, just click on webinar, register, and you can talk to me direct. And that'll be, again, this Thursday, 7. May do some noon webinars. If there's anybody here that's got a time, a suggested time they think would be good to have an hour. Sometimes I go an hour and a half. A lot of people want to get into it and look at different things. That's one thing. You'll never see a webinar like what I got, because I'm open for questions. You want to say, hey, have you ever bought this? Have you ever bought that? Yeah, chances are I have. And so, if you want to know about apartment buildings, commercial buildings, industrial investments, I've made all those different types of investments. If you want to get into land, I've bought more land than anybody I know. Individual lots, acreage, farms, ranches, I bought trailer parks. These are the kinds of experiences that I bring to the table that really, really help people make money much quicker, much faster than they would otherwise. There's a lot of people out there, and I'm critical of them, I am, of people that claim to have experiences they do not have, and they can't help you. They can't help you because they've never been through it. You can't be a 30-year-old YouTuber, spend 7 years, looking pretty and, making peanuts on real estate and being a realtor, and then try to extrapolate that to mean that you bring something to the table of value. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. You know what I mean? You have to go to school. You have to go to school to get those kinds of skills. And I've been there. And so, anyways, hey, I got to run. I've got a spa pump I'm replacing and a jacuzzi. And I'll tell you, this is the other thing. I was asking about this. It's wonderful to be skilled, and I got a lot of skills. I've machine skills. I've got carpentry skills. I'm a builder. I own a machine shop. So numbers and understanding tolerances, whether it be wood or aluminum or steel, they're very different. But if there's ever a downside, it's kind of like having a pickup. You can always help somebody move, right? Well, when you got skills, you can usually help almost everybody fix whatever the hell's wrong with whatever they got. And so it's a double-edged sword, but I'm always happy to help friends and family. So, hey, thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. See you later.